Super fast tortoise in the show, drinking coffee, wishing you all well, because life is swell. Super fast tortoise. Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get up, it's sexless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Super Fast Tortoise in the Show Morning Coffee Show. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got Lone Wolf and I today on this very special day of Monday. Hillbilly couldn't be with us today. He's got important things to do. He's out in the world, surviving, dodging the cars, doing the things he has to do. That's about it. But my friends, it is Monday. It is the week of Thanksgiving. How are you feeling out there today? How are you feeling, Lone Wolf?
Oh, I'm feeling pretty fantastic. I'm looking forward to all the food and gaining about 30 pounds.
30 pounds? Those are rookie numbers. I'm kidding. But yeah, it's going to be a great week. Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving plan this week. Maybe you're hosting, or maybe your family members hosting. You know, all the fun jazz. Maybe you're going to have turkey. Maybe you're going to have ham, or maybe you're going to have a bit of both like we are. Ooh, it's going to be nuts. Nuts. I mean, thinking about it, is there any traditions you guys normally have for Thanksgiving, Lone Wolf?
Oh, I don't know if you necessarily would call them traditions, but I know our number one thing is we always try to make time, like, because I live about 3 hours from my family, and you never know with stuff that happens, so we always try to make Thanksgiving and even Christmas time to go spend with the family and just have a whole bunch of food and just some laughter, some card games, just different stuff like that.
Ah, nice. We got Odin Leon Billingsley. Hello. Hi from the chat land. We appreciate that you're here. I hope you stick around and chill out with us. Yeah. Yeah, one of the traditions I brought into the family is we make these no-bake cream cheese pies that I learned from my family of growing up, which is pretty simple. It's like 2 blocks of cream cheese, a big tub of whipped cream, about a cup and a half of sugar, and like a teaspoon and a half of vanilla extract, and you mix it all up, and you put it in a pre-made graham cracker crust. Then you get pie filling, like your favorite fruits, and you just put it on top, and voila! It's a favorite around here.
The moment you said graham cracker crust, you sold me. That's my favorite.
Nice. Yeah. Odin. Oh, thank you. I feel honored that I could say your name right. Oh, that's awesome and amazing. I appreciate that. So, get the vibes out. It is, man, I had a rough day yesterday, just moving stuff around the house. We're getting ready for the weekend, for the Thanksgiving weekend, and trying to get that energy going. So behind the scenes, Lone Wolf said he made a degenerate deck for MTG Arena. What about that deck, Lone Wolf?
I sure did. I had a little bit of a help adding a card in, thanks to D. Lawson, but it is a land destruction that you can basically destroy lands, up to 3 lands on your turn and your opponent's turn. It's pretty consistent.
That's pretty cool. Well, just don't bring that kind of synergy to Commander in our games, and I'll be happy. I mean, I like my lands. They're comfortable. They're on the battlefield.
Just put in Just put indestructible lands in, you'll be fine, and let's just not tell anybody else.
I thought about that. Then I thought about a downfall. So most indestructible lands in Commander are artifact lands.
Yep.
If someone casts Farewell and exiles our artifacts, there goes your lands.
Oh, that's true. You know what? I didn't think about that.
Right. I'm like, I was thinking about that. I'm like, what's going on? And I'm like they come into play tapped. They're indestructible. They got multicolored and they got single colored lands. They got colorless lands that are indestructible. And I'm like, sure they're indestructible, but one exile target artifact or exile all artifacts can still get rid of your lands.
Well, we could almost say the same thing about Enchanted Evening, turning all your lands into enchantments and doing a farewell. You get rid of all the lands that way too.
Oh yeah, well yeah. There's definitely workarounds of all these land destructions. Like land destruction is important in Commander, my friends. Like not board wiping your opponent's lands, but you definitely want like spells like Vindicate, Generous Gift, Beast Within, or maybe a red spell that destroys the target land. Sometimes you just need that way to get rid of a pesky land like Glacial Chasm or Dark Depths, and sometimes you need to be able to exile cards from your opponent's graveyard because they have ways of recurring lands back.
Yeah. I was not me. I was just about to say you definitely want to add in, because there's nothing that says exile target land other than maybe like a couple target removals, but you definitely want to have graveyard. Especially, I'm targeting a specific kind of deck here.
Yeah,
Hearthful, you could just sit there and keep on bringing it back, sacrifice it, and bring it back. You can keep doing that over and over. So yeah, you definitely need some graveyard exile.
Yeah, you do. And these are just a little bit of fun tidbits about Commander deck building before we get to the main topic. But before we even get close to the main topic, we got to get to one segment of the day, my friends, and that is
Card of the Day.
Woo! Trash for treasure, my friends. This is a really good uncommon from the Double Masters, or I don't know, 2XM, maybe not modernized. I have no clue. Excuse my ignorance on this card. I looked it up and I just copied it and pasted it on this picture. Trash for Treasure is a really good card. As additional cost to cast this spell, you may sacrifice an artifact, which could be a treasure or a clue. You can return target artifact card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Enough said. Enough powerful artifacts in the game to return. This card is awesome. What do you think, Lone Wolf?
I actually have a deck for this card. I've never seen this card before.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think that would be a pretty good. You need to put this in a deck. Like, there's a card called Darksteel Forge.
Oh yeah,
gives all your other artifacts indestructible.
Mm-hmm.
So you could sacrifice like a treasure to this and just bring back an indestructible artifact. I think that's pretty sweet.
That is pretty sweet. Yeah, when I saw this card, because literally what happened was I went to Scryfall. Yeah, Scryfall. And I typed in trash to see what cards would pop up, and I found this card. I'm like, that's a good card for the card of the day. And yes, like there's a lot of indestructible. There's a lot of 4 or 5 color Commander decks out there that run a lot of artifacts. You can combo this out by casting this, sacrificing treasure, getting Shroom Paragon from your graveyard to return another artifact from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's pretty solid. And so, yeah, it's pretty solid. Yeah, I like it. I love it. I think it's awesome. And yeah, Trash for Treasure is amazing.
Making me think I need to bring my artifact deck out and show you guys.
Oh, and Lone Wolf, I want to thank you for being a member for 6 months.
Gotta do the best to help show my support.
Yeah. Well, now with the card of the day, let's get to the picture of the day. Boom. This is probably a better thumbnail for today's episode. Like I created this after I created the thumbnail. I'm like, this is a pretty solid thumbnail. You can tell it's AI still, but it has magic in the background, and the topic being how Wizards of the Coast should do what Wizards of the Coast should, how Wizards of the Coast should do to sell to us. I made a mess up in the title. I need to get better. I need to start waking my brain up a lot earlier than I do.
Just got to have a little bit of extra coffee and you'll be good to go.
Right. You know, I wake up with a cold cup of coffee in the morning because I fill my coffee cup at night. And when I wake up, I drink it when it's cold. And I turn on the coffee pot to heat it up. So by the time I have my second pot of coffee, I've had one pot of coffee that's cold and one that's hot. And that's what I do. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, picture of the day. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. But now, with that, my friends, we got to get to the next portion of the video that leads us into the topic of the day. But this question is for you. It's for me. I want to know what you and Chad think. But this is the question of the day from Thus Truly. Let's get to it. Super Fast Tortoise here with the question of the day. The question of the day being, if you could create one product that you wish Wizards of the Coast would sell for Magic the Gathering, what would that product be? Let's go. Think about that. Let that stew in your brain for a second. If you could create a product for Wizards of the Coast to sell, and like what would it be? Like, think they could be kind of a copy of something that already exists, but with your own flavor. It could be something brand new. It could be, you can have like Magic the Gathering thermos mugs for all you want. What would be a product that you would want Wizards of the Coast to create to sell to the public? Lone Wolf, do you have any ideas?
Oh, I got a couple of things, honestly. I mean, I think the first thing I wouldn't mind is like those there are cooler boxes that you could put like cold stuff in to carry on road trips and stuff. I think having a cooler box made that had the magic would be pretty cool.
Right.
But then again, I'm also one of those, if they had like on Christmas, you wake up in the morning, you have your pajamas just getting out of bed. I think a Magic the Gathering pajama set would be pretty cool too. Just wake up, have that magic ready to go for the day.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. What I'd think would be a fun product is you have collector packs. You have special art treatments in Magic. You have cards that are really cool. Right? Design-wise, like different borders, full arts, and whatnot. And one of the products I was thinking of that would probably be interesting, especially if they could sell it at a lower price, because it wouldn't be official Magic cards, but they could play around with a different, unique way of doing serialized cards, is making special cardboard, not the little wind down things they did before, but special cardboard rectangle tokens packs. Like, can you imagine getting packs of tokens? And in these packs of tokens, you can get like anything from Beast Within tokens to a Lyric Mage token, and just tokens throughout Magic's history. But the thing is, you can pull out super cool art cards of these tokens, like not just like full art cards, but like special borders, special frames, special treatments, kind of like they do in collector packs, like with regular Magic cards. But then you can get serialized tokens as like your big pulls, so you get like a 1 of 500 spirit token, and the spirit token that would be like the rare spirit token. It'd be worth some value. It'd have a collector value to it, but like it would have a special border, special treatment. They could do like foil etched kind of treatments and stuff like that. I think that'd be really cool to have that ability to buy tokens like that. Now I know Wizards tried those weird little token things that are like square and they have little nods on the side where you can change your power and toughness. But I just think, in the collector card realm, the tokens can be really good. They could be really cool. They could be one-sided tokens, and on the back have like an art card, or they could be double-sided tokens, which I don't think they should really do in this case. Or they made the double-sided tokens like a different version of each token. Like if you have a spirit token, then you have one picture on one side and another picture on the other side, but the same token. I think that'd be really cool. Yeah. What I mean, would you have any interest in the product like that, Lone Wolf?
Oh, I definitely would. Like personally, I like collecting tokens in general. So adding something like that or its own little category, I think would be kind of cool. And it would kind of make your tokens when you're playing like a token deck or like you said, Beast Within and stuff like that. It'd make those tokens stand out and you'll have people say, "Hey, where did you get that token?"
Mm-hmm.
And then I think that would be pretty cool.
Right. That is a cool idea. I think, just like your PJ's idea. But thinking about your PJ ideas, Wizards of the Coast recently teamed up with a store called the Lunchbox, which is like a mall store. We have one in our state. It's in Des Moines. I looked it up. In fact, there's a link in the description below for that particular store that we have. And they teamed up with this company called Lunchbox, where they sell magic clothing items. So if you ever have the time and want to look into it, maybe look into Lunchbox to see if they do have PJs.
I think that would be pretty cool. I didn't know about that.
Oh yeah, like I went on the website and typed in Magic the Gathering in the search bar, and it popped up like cool shirts, and they have shirts that go up to like 4X. One shirt went up to 5X, which I was surprised about. So I think that's really cool that they're doing that. But how Wizards of the Coast? I can't believe I messed up on the title line so bad. How Wizards of the Coast should do to sell to us? Like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? It's like how Wizards of the Coast should sell to us. Like that's the basics of it. Let's see. How Wizards of the Coast should sell. All right. What Wizards of the Coast should do to sell to us? There you go. It's just one word change. And let's see. All right. I can't change it there. Hold on. But anyways, thinking about it, what would be a cool way to have Walmart have Wizards sell to us? My brain is thinking right now. Let's go here. YouTube Studio. Sorry, I have to fix this before it drives me nuts. Well, it's already driving me nuts. Let's see. All right. And boom. Saved. There we go. So, anyways, back to the world of things. What would be a fancy way for Wizards of the Coast to sell to us? Like, it's nice to see that they're branching out, because a while ago we had a conversation about. Well, hello, MTG Hillbilly. Tort Flame. That's right. We had a conversation about how Walmart should sell us product on Walmart and Target and stuff, and should sell clothing items in there. And well, they starting out with a smaller branded store called the Lunchbox, which is it's in a lot of malls, which I find ironic. Wizards of the Coast would target a mall store, and in the store, you can find magic product. Online, you can find more magic product, which I find unique and good and cool. But what Wizard Coast should do to sell to us, like I think, like with our last topic from the Friday, it's like should they make product for poor people like me and you? You know, that would be interesting. Like magic packs that don't include rares all the time, but rares are like a gambling. You can get a pack with a rare, you can get a pack with that one, get a pack with a mythic, or get a pack with that one, so on and so forth. We talked about that. But I'm thinking about reach. And like my question is why hasn't Wizard of the Coast, like why didn't they go big with like Walmart or Target? Like why didn't they make make a deal with Walmart or Target to sell their merch? Because they got more of a reach. They can reach the lower class, they can reach the higher class. Malls are more like middle class. And that's where a lot of people like get their clothes anyways from Walmart, you know. And there are people who are picky and go to malls and buy stuff from malls particularly, but I don't think Wizards of the Coast should think their stuff is just extremely high end all the time, and reach out to the mass because they can make more money selling more to people through more people going to the store than going to the mall. Maybe I said that wrong, or maybe did I say that right?
I think you said that right. Like you said, just there are so many different places that they could put out their product and sell, like with clothing, not just the magic cards, but clothing, lunch boxes, any of that kind of stuff that they have. It's almost endless potential with what they could do.
Right. Yeah. It is endless. Oh, look. We got a hillbilly who just entered the stage.
What's up?
What's up? You on your way home or something?
Yeah, I'm down the street from the house.
Oh, nice. So you just jumped in, and we're talking about how not Walmart. Why do I keep saying Walmart? How Wizard of the Coast could sell to us, like different ways they could sell to us, and I think would be better. I know you've been watching a little bit. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think they should branch out and do their own thing and make clothing and stuff like that and put it in places like Walmart. Uh, Even if they want to go to little discount stores, they can go to a place like a Rose's. Go places like that and sell clothes. I think that'd be a great revenue for them. It'd be more revenue
Oh,
than
yeah.
just cards.
Well, so you might have missed it, but they teamed up with a store called Lunchbox. They're like a mall store, and it's going crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy
Well, they got
Stalker. What's up? 6'7". It's me. Hey, welcome.
Well, they got that going on. Posted all over Arena about the lunchbox thing.
Right. Right. And I was looking at the prices of shirts, and it looks like their cheapest shirt is around $20, which is, there.
Uh-huh.
But they have shirts that go up to like $30 to $40. They got hoodies that's around like $47 that I checked out. So they're definitely not at like super budget for shirts. But I think Walmart could definitely jump into like the Walmart area and sell clothes there. And TC dude,
Definitely.
it's actually in a shorts feed. Whoop whoop. Hey.
I honestly think though, if they're going to start selling into like Walmart and Target stuff, they're not going to do it specifically just Magic the Gathering. I think they might do collabs with like Post Malone, Cassius Marsh, different celebrities like that, and I think that stuff will end up being in Walmart and Target and stuff like that though.
Well, hopefully, because the bigger the name, the more attention it's going to get. The less broader of a place, the harder it's going to find. Like right. I understand collectability, and I understand niching down in certain areas. Like I approve of this team up with Lunchbox and Wizards of the Coast. I approve it because it's a step in the right direction. I don't fully 100% agree with everything because, like I said, the local store that's selling this is like 4 hours away from me. But it's still a step in the right direction. You can go to the website, you can buy their clothes, you can have it delivered to you. But like what's close to me and what's close to about everybody else is a freaking damn Walmart. Walmart's is right down the road, from everybody basically. And so that's a good, bigger, broader reach. They can sell more product, reach more people, garner more attention, Yeah, that's my thought process on that. TC Dude says, morning, dudes. Morning. Yeah. So I really would like to see that broad and open. But like the question of the day was talking about products we wish we would see. And we talked about PJs, which would be really cool to get some Magic the Gathering PJs, because I wear PJs, outside my shorts, because I wear shorts a lot, like all the time. But like wearing PJs is really cool, especially when you want to lounge out all day, or not have to go anywhere,
The best way to stay warm.
Mm-hmm. Did we search up where MTG merchandise is currently carried? No, I was watching a video the other day talking about Lunchbox carrying it there. No, there's different websites that have Wizards of the Coast merchandise, but Lunchbox is the biggest one they're talking about right now. And it's because it's in the malls. It's not just like specifically local stores. It's more of a broader reach than most of the other places that people search and look for. Yeah. Anyways, you were saying, Lone Wolf?
I forgot what I was talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I'd like to see more Wizards product officially sold in the like more of the mass market. I think that'd be cool because like that's the way they could sell to us.
I agree with you. I think it'd be pretty cool just to see like where everywhere they could sell it, and like we were discussing, it doesn't just have to be the Magic cards. It could be the lunch boxes, the clothes, whatever it may be.
Oh yeah. What's up, Hillbilly? You just made it.
Yeah. I'm home now.
You're home. Home.
Yep.
You're wearing your jacket. It must be cold inside. Is there a blizzard in your house?
Yeah, I just walked in the door. I hung the jacket up.
TJ says we recently got a lunchbox store up here. It's like a hipster Hot Topic, more colorful. That's very true. I was looking online. I feel like an old person because I said on the line. I was looking online, at the website because I want to check it out. It's basically a Hot Topic for preppies. But hey, we could but can you imagine if there was, can you imagine how it would have been if Wizard of the Coast did a team up with Hot Topic?
I always thought a lunchbox is what you always send your kids to school with for lunch.
Well, now it's the name of a store.
And I've never heard of it.
I never heard of it until I saw the advertisements.
Yep, I've never heard of it until it popped on to Arena.
Mm-hmm. Right. Like, even my local mall in my city does not have a lunchbox. Maybe we'll get one soon.
I don't even think my local mall has a lunchbox.
Mm-hmm. Like our localist lunchbox is 4 hours away. Now, which is cool because that means there's Magic stuff being sold in the States. So I'm not traveling 4 miles away. But like I said, Walmart's in every city, basically. Every city has a Walmart, or every county has a couple Walmarts at least. Yeah. I mean, my city has 2 Walmarts, like one in each end of the city.
And that's another reason why I think they should have went to Walmart instead of Lunchbox, because of the simple fact is there's more Walmarts.
Oh yeah, more
than anything else.
Right, more sales to be had. About the Apprentice, hello, my friend. We're doing great. How are you?
I mean, the most common stores that's in cities is Walmart, Sam's Club, and Costco. But not every city has a Costco. My city doesn't have a Costco. We do have a Sam's Club. We got 2 Walmarts. So for myself, I'd rather to see the Magic product that they're selling sold at a Walmart instead of Lunchbox. I mean, nothing bad about Lunchbox because I don't really know nothing about them or anything like that. But I'd rather see it at a Walmart.
Oh yeah, of course we'd like to see it at Walmart for sure, and that's definitely our opinions here that we like to
Yep.
see it at Walmart, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who agree. I mean, honestly, if Wizards want to stay a little more high end, they could go to Targets because there's a Target in about every city.
Yeah.
You know, and I would understand Target more than Walmart, but I like the idea that we got Magic merchandise being sold publicly in storefronts, right? In
Right.
storefronts, like more than your local game store, but in the storefront.
Yep.
You know, that is a huge step forward. And like earlier, the question of the day was if there was a product that you could create that Wizards of the Coast would sell that they're not making right now, what would it be? You know, Lone Wolf is like PJs. PJs is a great Walmart product right there.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I mean, shirts, pants, PJs,
Mhm.
and heck, even little lunch boxes, metal little lunch boxes.
Right.
I think they still sell those. I ain't seen them in a while, but if they did sell those still, that'd be a great Magic product.
Debal says Lunchbox has a donation thing. All sales give a percentage to charities. That's pretty cool.
That's cool.
But still, if that's the case, it's all about Wizards making face more than actually trying to make a good decision for public. You know,
Right.
But helping charities is good.
Yep.
But you know, Wizards of the Coast could be like every sale we make, we donate to charities. Basically,
Yeah.
if Wizards of the Coast is selling to Lunchbox,
I mean, they do once a year they have a charity that they donate to.
oh yeah, you're talking about the I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, something life.
Yes, something life charity.
Yeah. But anyway, they did. The Wizards does donate to that once a year. But you know, there's more charities out there than that.
Right, but what
Yeah.
I'm saying though is if because like Wizards of the Coast, if they're selling the Lunchbox and Lunchbox makes a donation equal to their sales for charity, Wizards of the Coast is not seeing any loss of that money from charity. It's the store that's seeing the loss of money.
True. Very true.
FT, they're still pushing for face value instead of making real change for players. Yeah. Trans Lifeline, what's the opinion there, or other charities? Well, it doesn't matter the charities. Charities are
Right.
good.
Yeah. All charities are good.
A lot of charities are good. I really think children's charities are more important. I think charities helping families on the homeless end are important. You know, I value my opinion. My charities a little bit differently than that.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot going on, and there's a lot more real topics to go on to. And I'm not saying Trans Lifeline is not a real topic. It's just you know, that's a good charity in one end, but there's a lot of charities to choose from, and I think certain charities are chosen by big companies because it sounds and looks better, but
Right.
like where we're trying to build for the future, trying to save people's lives, I think there's other charities to go for as well.
Right.
You know, and don't double down on one charity. Go for multiple charities.
Yep.
Because Trans Lifeline's one charity they do, but then there's that Extra Life charity. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, it's Extra Life, or
Yep.
something like that. Yeah.
But yeah, I think they should just branch out on charities. I know we're going off topic though, talking about charities though.
Oh, look, we got someone else to jump in. Who probably
Again, you choose these topics, and my fingers and my spelling just doesn't keep up with the stuff that you guys have got going on.
That's right.
And anyhow, so all I had to add or to say or whatever, you're absolutely on the right line there with the fact that a lot of these choices by Wizards are made for face value. They're not for, they're not really for the players or the people that are investing in the game. They're for, to make the company look good.
Right.
And again, not dissuading, not taking anything away from any of the charities that they are, giving money to. But in the end, that's something else that always killed me is like I see all these companies donating portion of their profits and stuff, but it's like they're not really sending their money. They're taking your donation, they're taking your money and putting that towards them. So they're not really out anything, but they're claiming the tax rewards and tax benefits.
Oh yeah.
But that's another story for another time.
Well, look, I understand how business works, especially big businesses. If I was a big business and I did like a $5 million charity donation, get that written off. I get most of that money back anyways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's how that works. That's
Yep.
that's why the charity thing is more for face value.
Right.
But still, I'm not worried about the charity. The topic's not about charity, but that's a very heavy topic. Maybe we should cover it one day, like actually talk about it to get, because I am trying to push my topics to be more
Topical?
more clickbaitable by the titles,
Yeah.
That's one of my goals. But we're talking about products and ways the Wizards could sell to us. Like, I understand that they probably chose that store lunchbox for the charity portion, but would it make sense to garnering profits? Wouldn't it be better just to sell in bigger box stores that sell more product year round?
Yeah.
Oh,
They already do sell. As a matter of fact, I just picked up my one and only Avatar pack today, but I picked it up from a Walmart only because I couldn't get to the LGS. Given the choice, I would absolutely support the LGS first.
Right.
But so for you guys, how much does, you guys you said you have Walmarts that you have access to, so they have product all the time?
not all the time. Most of the time, I have to go to my LGS because when the shelves are full of Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon cards, they run out. As soon as that shelf is stocked, those cards are on the way out the door.
Yeah.
TC Dude says Blizzard, who makes Diablo plus more, got flack for a similar thing. There was an esports event that they collected donations for, and the funds were allegedly misappropriated. Oh, that's bad. But anyways, to answer your question, Bob, my Walmart does sell Magic product. My local game store sells Magic product, but in my particular area, it sells out fast.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially the newer stuff.
All right. Here's a question.
Yeah.
All right. They got these. Say you got a lunchbox there, you got a Walmart there. Lunchbox is at the mall. Which one would you prefer to go to, Walmart or the mall? I myself prefer Walmart, just because it's closer. There ain't so much traffic in the Walmart as it is the mall. That's my answer to that question.
Well, to answer your question, honestly, going to the mall at my later age is more like a date night with the wife. We're just checking out the stores. Because, how many times we've gone to the mall and not spent a single dime? Plenty of times. We just go browsing, window shopping. Like, one of my favorite stores to check out is Hot Topic, because I used to transverse there all the time as a kid or a young adult. To see what's going on. Then, there was there's a store there that used to sell Magic product, but now they stopped. But they sell nerd stuff like toys and stuff like that. I like going there, checking it out. But then we like checking out this weird smoke shop that's in the mall just to see the weird games they come out with, because they got like smoke related games that are funny. Just to check out the merchandise to see what's there. Like I said, we got to the mall many times not to spend money. Now, there's no lunchbox in my local mall here in the city, but there's a lunchbox in the mall that we're not into. So that'd have to be like a big choice to go to that mall, like Like that's a determined choice. We're not just randomly we'll stop and buy a store.
Right.
We would have to actually have the plan to go, like a vacation trip.
Yeah, and I think the choice to go with lunchbox is maybe twofold. On the one hand, it's maybe they want a smaller retailer, they want a smaller store to test in as a smaller test market. So maybe they're going to choose something like that. But the other thing, and I feel is more, it feels to me more like more virtue signaling again. Because while I went to, when I still lived in California, there were a couple of malls that we went to that did have lunchbox stores. But even still, that was I'm going to say a higher end store. It was, like you said, it wasn't one that you casually went to.
Right.
You chose it as a destination, or you were specifically there because Lunchbox does specialize in IPs. It does specialize in that, and they have the added incentive of a portion of it going to charities.
Right.
So it wasn't really making things available to the general public. It was still going for that niche audience. It's still virtue signaling in who they're going to. At least that's how it feels.
Teacher dude said Lunchbox may offer shipping. They do on their website.
Yeah, I do believe they do offer shipping. Because I accidentally clicked on it on Arena and I seen shipping there.
Which, look, like I said, I'm all for Wizards of the Coast going through Lunchbox selling merchandise because it is a step in the right direction.
Yep.
We just need them to take another step towards Walmart or Target. But like for sure, like for example, why don't you answer the question of the day? The ball, you're here. Do you remember the question of the day?
As a matter of fact, I have no idea because I just saw the title and I just jumped in when I heard you guys talking. I don't think. So I feel like there is no product that is beyond the player's reach, but I do feel like it's guided and curated for more expensive. Again, I don't know how else to say this except just to say that it's still driven by profits. And I get that. It's a business. I understand that. But I don't think there's anything out there that we can't get if you want it bad enough. But I think the business model still pushes towards larger profits for them. A product, like, if anything, I would like to see it where it's cheaper and less expensive in the game stores.
Right.
You know what I mean? Maybe, and I mean, for generally speaking, that's what I've found is the fact that I can still get the product a little bit cheaper at game stores, LGSs, than I can at Walmart. Walmart still marks it up at a premium. It's still an extra, 10 or 50 cents more or whatever. And I think it should stay that way. But I think that then you get into the idea that LGSs should have more access to Magic on that level where we can engage with it, the places we play.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Look. People who wear Magic products is advertising Wizards for free, even though they paid for the product, but it's free advertisements from there on out, right? Reach out to those stores. Reach out to Walmart. Reach out to Target. Look, the only thing it really says to me that Wizards went for Lunchbox, a mall store, is that they think their product's only for middle class. That's kind of the signal I get.
Yeah.
Which like I've been lower class, I've been poor. There's a time I was homeless, and Magic's what got me through it. And still, I'm not really middle class. And they should understand there's more people who play the game. They should that would love a nice, comfortable shirt that they can wear but not at mall prices, but at Walmart or Target prices. Now, Target's usually a little more expensive than Walmart, but Walmart and Target compete at a brick and mortar level, so their prices are not too far off from each other.
Right.
You know.
I did mention a discount store like Roses.
Mhm.
Not every city has a Roses though.
That's right. I never heard of Roses before.
Well, Roses is a department store. They sell mostly clothing, electronics, and stuff like that. Not your big electronics, your cheap electronics. Almost like a Five Below, but their prices are more like between Walmart and Five Below prices. You can buy. They do sell clothing there. They don't have any magic products or anything like that, but they would definitely probably take some clothing. Walmart would take clothing. Target takes clothing. I mean, there's clothing everywhere where they could go to sell their clothing.
Well, think about it at a more simple rate, right? Who sells at Walmart that's connected to Watsy? Hasbro. Who has shelf space at Walmart? Hasbro. Right? Hasbro sells a lot of things. In fact, there's video games by Hasbro that are on the shelves at Walmart.
Yeah.
Well, at least there was, right? But they still have Transformers. They still have the toys that are on their line. I know Hasbro sells directly to the stores. They should encourage Wizards of the Coast to sell directly to the stores too, like Walmart, like Target. Because Hasbro has their hands in every store right now. Why not use that leverage to sell Magic product? You know, it's still funny because, you know, Pokemon cards can still be found in the toy department at Walmart, but Magic cards are still sold by the vendors in the vendor section.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that the ones that they put back, Pokemon cards that they put back in the toy section, I think those are probably a little cheaper cards. Then they got them over there in the vendor section that's where the high price cards could be at.
Yeah. Almost thought Dread Return was a different person. I don't know why it does that when you're on here. Like,
I don't know, because sometimes when I'm talking to you guys and stuff, I show up as Tubbles Prentice. Other times it's Dread Return. Why do I even have that number after my name and stuff? That's
that.
numbering.
What YouTube is doing with the number thing is your YouTube tag for whatever YouTube channel you're on. That like that's your personal YouTube name. Not your channel name, your YouTube name. When people go to the website and they can type in youtube.com at Dread Return 6591, that is your particular YouTube name. It'll take you to your channel.
So I feel like that number should be on my shirt or whatever with a mugshot.
Right? so that's why they do it that way. I don't get it. But anyways, any final thoughts people have about this topic that we've had?
Well, I think TC Dude was right with what he said about this, about the fact that, Wizards is probably going, well, we gave you what you want. We do have to look at a larger thing. I do think that maybe Lunchbox is just the first place to try, and they want it on a smaller run. And all of these things, we need to maybe not react immediately to it. We can absolutely react to it immediately, but I do think there is a larger health of the game to be concerned about,
right?
For good and bad. And I guess this is why we always talk about this stuff too, because we are so impassioned about the game itself. And if it didn't matter to us, and that would be the worst thing ever, is the apathy. When we stop talking about these things and we stop examining them, that's when Wizards is really going to have a problem, and the game will be in more decline.
Yeah. So, really quick debate. If there was a product you could create for Wizards of the Coast that they don't have now, what would it be?
There is nothing new that I would create. I would maybe go back to the products that were previously done, like the $20 commander decks. Those type of things. And I understand if they don't put maybe all the most powerful cards in there, maybe they don't put 3 potential commanders, they only have 1 commander in there. I think that's the best way to address this, to have the largest possible audience, is to make a entry-level product that's strong for everybody across the board.
That's pretty cool. And I've been watching all your shorts over the video. That's been pretty cool.
My answer to that is I would love to see a big, heavy, thick coat.
Coat?
Big, heavy, thick winter coats. I would love to see them make something like that.
And you know what? That might just be around the corner. You know, they're selling clothing at Lunchbox. Those coats might be a thing. You know.
Yep.
And yeah, that's really awesome. That's kind of funny because you and Lone Wolf mentioned clothing items. I mentioned the token deal. Walt's like he wants more decks.
I want more decks, more cards, more cards, more cards.
All right.
I think you're getting enough cards this year already. I mean, look how many sets they're dropping.
No, I meant good cards. No, just kidding. Availability and accessibility, though, I think it just a cheaper, better product all the way across the board. I think that's what would make a difference, because other things, with you start talking about logos and stuff like that, again, you're back to promoting the store and Wizards rather, and the game, and not maybe getting people to experience the game.
Right. TG Dude says I'd buy the $200 Carhartt MTG jacket. Right.
Heck yeah. TCG doing along with me on that.
He'll be able to go broke buying that jacket.
I probably would.
But all right. That's been awesome. It's been an awesome show. Thanks for jumping in, everybody. And Lone Wolf, any thought process on ending thoughts of what we've talked about?
I think we pretty much have it covered. You know, there's just so much potential, I think, for them to, if they're really wanting to do, Wizards is wanting to make more money. I think there's so much potential if they would open up merchandise to different stores, like we said earlier, the Walmart, Target, you know, all those stores. If they just, you know, throw out some merchandise there, I think they would. I think they'd be making a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we care about Wizards, and we care about what they do. We care about our thoughts with Wizards and our opinions with Wizards. We all feel like we have a personal connection with Wizards in our own ways. That we're not judging them to be mean. We're judging them because we want to see it the way we make sense of it. But with that, my friends, it is the time of day where we got to get to
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
All right, everybody. It's time to get to that shield section, thrill section. I know it's been kind of a chaotic show because people jumping in and out and stuff. You know, at the ball, you know, there's going to be a time when you actually just join the show. Like,
I'm looking forward to that day. I am looking forward to that day when I can join on a regular basis.
maybe I just need to get the right title in there. And you're like, oh, crap, I'm not going to be able to keep up with this one. I'm going to join the show.
You've done a good job of that so far.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Like, you know what's funny is today before the show started, I like literally typed in Google hot MTG topics, and every topic we already covered, I'm like, I'm just going to go with this.
Well, then we need to start, turning towards deck tech and stuff then a little bit more.
Right.
Not too much. We don't want to impede on what I'm doing.
Right. Well, today went so well. Maybe tomorrow we'll do movers and shakers. We didn't get to do that today.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we had a full look. Movers and shakers can wait when we have a really solid conversation going on.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
sure.
But with that, we need to get to the shill section, thrill section. And with the shill section, thrill section, we got a lone wolf here. Give me a quick second. Lone wolf. I'll blow you up in a second, but why don't you talk about your little link?
All right, I can definitely do that. I got some updates with it. So,
All right, there we go.
all right. So the link that Tortoise put in chat here is for my GoFundMe link. They are raising our rent here in our apartment basically twice a year. So we're looking at this December is going to be a raise, and then in February is going to be a raise. So we're trying to get to a cheaper apartment just so that we can actually afford to keep a roof over our heads.
Yeah.
And so all the donations will be going towards moving expenses, down deposit, all that fun stuff. The unfortunate news we got a part of this is we lost out on a second apartment, so we're still looking. We might be stuck where we're at until about May, to where more apartments open up. But we're still looking. So if you can share the link, or if you can help out any way, that'd be appreciated.
Ooh. Yeah, appreciate it a lot. Let's go. Let's help our friends. You know, here's some charity. Shimnucci, hey. A $4.99 pack of Union Arena goes for $8.50 at Hot Topic in the mall. Honestly, don't even know how the malls are still in business. That's true. I see you, Shimnucci. Thank you for stopping by. Now we got to go to Matt Saxon Thibault.
Well, thanks for letting me join in on a random basis at this point. I appreciate it. I'm always glad to get a chance to talk to you guys and hang out with you when I can. You know the drill. Go to darkritual.site. You'll find everything Tybalt's Apprentice there. You can check out the Arcane Nexus there. You can find the Instagram account, the blog, and all that stuff. So, again, thank you for having me.
Thank you. We got Hillbilly.
Hey, everybody. Some people don't know this, but YouTube has been flagging people as being bots, spam bots in particular. And I've had that issue on some of the channels that I follow. So, you know, I do try to watch a lot of people streaming, just like Minucci. I do watch him. A lot of times I cannot chat because my spam bot apparently. Last time I checked, that was human and not a bot. But anyway,
you know, Terminator looked like a human, and he was a bot.
True. But anyway, that's one issue I've been having with YouTube. But far from that is around 2 o'clock today, I'm going to do a arena stream. Did not get to do an arena stream this morning because I had something very important I had to take care of. But I will be streaming this afternoon around 2 o'clock. And we'll try to brew up some new decks since we got Avatar now. And I'll be playing some Avatar Magic the Gathering Arena this afternoon at 2 o'clock.
Sounds awesome. But now we got Super Fast Tortoise today, my friends. The wife is on vacation this entire week. So tonight, we're going to have a family night, chilling out, decorating for Christmas. So I will not be doing a Miles Morales stream tonight. Tonight will be all about family, getting together and celebrating the decoration of Christmas, getting ready for Thanksgiving, all the fun jazz. But I want to thank you guys for chilling out with us today. Everybody, thank you for being here today. Everybody here on the show, everybody in chat, you rock, you roll. I want to thank Shiminucci for making a show up today, and also I want to thank the new guy, Odin Leon Billingsley, for showing up. Yeah, you rock. You know, thank you for chilling out with us today. I want to thank you all for being here. Crazy Soccer Guy, you rock too. I want to thank my channel members for supporting the channel the way you do. I want to thank my cat for making little jingle bell noises, if you can hear it.
I thought Santa was coming. I was getting excited.
That's what I was thinking too. I'm like, oh crap! Right? Is Santa Claus here yet?
That's right. I want to thank my channel subscribers for going to the channel the way you do. But also, I want to remind you that you're awesome and you're amazing. I want to remind you that you're loved. Someone's thinking about you, and if you can, say and or do something positive for someone else today, because you might be the change someone else needs today. With that, my friends, we got to get to the end credit stuff. I want to thank you, channel members of the channel, for supporting this creep the way you do. You are awesome. And you subscribers, everybody that subscribes, you're doing amazing too. Thank you very much for all that you do.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning.